Inner energy legible, hedging a better lethargy principle, thinner synergy textual, trudging through leather effigy vincible, bitter elegy fungible, urging the battlement, darting is physical, sweating the budget to cudgel divisible, smudging the letter and tragedy biddable. Sinner's dinner as usual, surging a settlement, parting your mandible, edging a butterball, finicky vegetable, initchy allergy, spinadel, citadel, finer dine shiners fall out of the cradle when endlessly rocking and endlessly rockable. Out of the mockingbird's musical shuttle, ingesting suggestible ketchup, a ladle is spooning and mooning the star-spangled critical. Vittles are vital and vitals are victualled, they're brittle and billable. Little political will is available, suitable, shootable food. It is crucial you're put on the table. Okay, this is a poem you'll probably recognize. Is about the oil spill, more or less. My good in plenty's God beeps, my sheeps beeps back, my bucolic redirects to sheep here and speakin', sheep here spark arc of arcades, a dog's work past this pasture rise pastiche. I paste in God my good axon as neurons projection, splice X exon, ergo my therefore let's go. Come live with me and be my glove. I need gloves to clean the grout. Fly ash and bottom ash, slick silica, full range naphtha, rural intramural, wave pool, viral sprawl, no plug plagues, implicature, hex or octagonal, supernatural thermal madrigal, Dead Sea scrolls down, gelling in cold, vapor pour, seepage when the cap leaks, fish collected and booms deployed. If there's no bayou, the Ital winterized pipes on pier foundation, intermatic digital timer with freeze protect for piping in pump at lower temp, Wondershare time freeze guard, preset keys will override pump runtime, frost text, thermostat, data sheet, Aqualink, one touch, rapid share, AccuStrip, lock in tab, all links open. But would it be possible to restrict users to edit only certain cells or flat out freeze protect the cell from being changed? Winterized, soft archive, winterized and flushed. My dog's phytocystic systems high fruct factored, fear-fucked, anaerobic, mulked, para-aramids amid a pyramid fed to the grid directly. Hard on the lips, God's blistex is petrolipid. My phytoblast was limp, I limped. My limpid lamp shows through an ultraviolet light. I spent my Groupon on a full metal assist on AstroTurf, my ass or stellar default Astrophel, asphalt. Asphalt, paraffin, kerosene tar, neoprene, styrofoam, Teflon, Kevlar, toes out, need some shoe goo. National Contingency Plan, Petrochemical Product Schedule. Surface in subsurface, recursive dispersive. There's less undispersed on the surface. It's crude, not counterinsurgents. Crude plumes, precursors, carbon for catalytic hydrocracking, upgrades, heavy fractions, carbocation, a delayed coker for anode coke or needle coke, in soaker visbreaking, the bulk of the cracking reaction occurs on the surface and subsurface, recursive dispersive. There's less undispersed on the surface. It's crude, not burning plastic. Metabolic middens toxic, no way to matriculate this condemned matrix. Hydraulics, variance, and anomaly analysis. Make my way in wayward waves, multi-phase to landfills, tipping phase. Sacred acreage of carboniferous cesspus, muck heap hype, how to house the outhouse, not out enough, puff puff. Charter a flowchart, methane's iChat's fucked up. grotesque agronomy, overpressure rupture, mantles contaminants leach past liners, disposal, spray, foam before control burn, stratospheric aerosol veil. God beeps and the world is charged with credit card fraud. It will flame out, sang flaw of a gargoyle, asbestos flocking in ooze of oil. It shatters to abate, box of oxide to boil at crust. Why Kennebunk? Why Cape Cod? Generators slipshod, disvisible, firing squad, seared with trade, alluvial and recoil. Wears man's smudge, shares man's smell. Oil boreal is bare now, nor can feet feel. Shoddy tripod, burnt bush, goldenrod, uploading real-time drilling data. God beeps as the world recharges its docking foiled. My harpoon seals a Kelvin, my cattle prods a buoy, turn into a real goyle. And there we will sit upon the rocks, fracking, and see sheepherds feed their flocks, the shear rams on the blowout preventer. I need some photons and 2 other similar-sized tanks to vent the chlorine gas and to clean crap dry erase from my EnviroPack's lint trap. God, how much RAM does my horn have? Charge my flex account for drill bit, aquasocks, viscosity, 10 my sheep in oxide, hypoxia or bust, arbeit mach, operate to failure, to corrosion, corruption, to rust. For God beeps polymercy. God merchandises my rig. This is called Notes Against the Form of Appearance. It has an epigraph. In general, people experience their present naively. That's from Freud's Future of an Illusion. In my screen life, they do not degrade us under a hail of figures, nor do these vowels with their dukes up hail me. In my screen life, even in this foreign country, shaped to our minds they turn, recoil ever, blood rushing, cracked through, swept into infinity's inky blue, become object of passionate attention. They are aware of it, it is arranged that way, and with it, its formation. But motion I, that in splendid kindred, mercifully lateral, when they appear as equal, as equality itself appears in them and dons a natural skin, and so as kin, I motion. There is no secret thereof, and the like is 2 peas and never existed otherwise. Yes, from crystals of this social substance scapes a wastrel soliloquy, scapes it from the hail of figures, eternal internal colonies, neither moth nor rust doth corrupt. For in my screen life, I am more anatomically direct. I am disvoweled, and of thy high requiem become a sod. But truth is not enough. This is just its social character. So were I scaped by virtue of belonging to someone else, to you, for instance, to someone, whether discoverable or not, who summons me my inmost principle of life, every inner impulse here cannot gaps or holes, is torn by bonds of tears as crystals of this social substance. Hence the one serves to express the weight of others. Hence noise here splits off, though this sleep have no divisions. Hence I am now working like a horse, to whom I serve at the pleasure of. If words could speak, to part with it, only in return for what? Thus, hedged in where I was suffocating briars, these grew up overnight. I became me, the something, what remains when blood is dried and flesh wasted, what wanders in a foreign land to say, but I have no means of exchange. Still, they say, for merely birth is to shipwrecked be, from suffering to suffering, wayfarer journey, discover similitudes not otherwise visible, trampled underfoot or concealed in. O you, to whom the celestial voice has made itself heard and to whom swans have folded their cold throats. O you, hungrily sated, whom sometimes thought a tomb unquiet and dreamed of disturbed earth, you yourself are the nine, the pipes hidden in the wall, while the sun is the dream that only an act of exchange can prove. The winning time of a winning horse would do and say such a thing. Thunder's dull thudding when summons so speaks its throwaway lines to me, whilst every petty god buys standing corn in summer heat and support staff turn over my new leaf to befell me body. And even if be you my pastoral, comes when called, wrath of all flesh simulcast, still voice off stage makes silence voice its pall.